EastEnders' week of 40th anniversary specials has claimed its first victim, with a legendary character being killed off in the Queen Vic fire in tonight's episode. The blazing fire began after Cindy Beale pushed husband Ian into the path of a car being driven by Reiss Colwell, who swerved and crashed into the Queen Vic. However, when George Knight discovered that Reiss had crashed into a reserve of gas canisters, he hurried those around him to cover before the pub blew up. With the guests of Honey and Billy Mitchell's wedding trapped inside, EastEnders teased that not everyone would make it out alive, and tonight's episode saw Reiss Colwell perish in the deadly fire. With Sonia in labour while trapped with Lauren Branning and Bianca Jackson in the Queen Vic, Reiss took them by surprise, telling them, "It sounds like congratulations are in order." You are a freak, Reiss. You are a murdering freak. You're not going to be any part of my daughter's life, Sonia shouted him, with Reiss replying, "You don't mean that, it's the hormones talking. We're meant to be together, and the sooner you realize that blood is thicker than water and that baby will always be my blood." After Reiss moved towards the trio, Bianca pushed him backwards, saying, "Why don't you just drop dead?" Reiss then fell as a small piece of rubble landed on top of him. Unharmed, Reiss said, "Well, that was close." He spoke too soon, however, with a massive bathtub then crushing him to death. Bianca went over to look at his body, before turning to Sonia and confirming that he's dead. "Good," Sonia said. Earlier in the episode, Angie Watts returned from the dead, played by legend Anita Dobson, during Sharon Watts' near-death hallucination. As Sharon lay trapped under rubble in the burning Queen Vic, Angie appeared, encouraging her to survive. "I wish I could just put my arms round you and give you a great big hug, but it's not time for us to be together yet, darling," Angie told Sharon, spurring her on to call for help. This week of 40th anniversary celebrations has proved to be hugely dramatic for the residents of Walford, with Kathy Beale admitting to being behind the Christmas Day attack on Cindy. Explaining her reasoning as Cindy pointed a gun at estranged husband Ian, Kathy revealed that she hit Cindy over the head with a shovel after seeing what her infidelity had done to her son. "I thought anything could happen, his heart, but you know what, at least you were gone. At least he was safe from you," she said. "Oh no, there you were, traipsing past the house." Back. She added that her only regret was that she was still standing there. As for why Kathy took the locket that Cindy was wearing after the attack, it was because it belonged to Lucy, gifted to her for her 18th. "You do not get to keep it," she told her. "You do not get to steal that memory too." Meanwhile, fans are certain that we'll see the return of three iconic Slaters to Albert Square this week after the show zoomed in on a photo of the Walford family. Viewers are convinced that Lynn, Zoe and Little Mo Slater will be back at some point this week, with one fan writing, "Is this a clue? Has Kat gone to pick up Zoe, Lynn and Little Mo to bring them to the reception #EastEnders? Another fan posted, "The zooming in on the beloved Slater sisters please be a clue of great things to come." A third fan said, What if one of the Slater sisters comes back? I need it now," as a fourth tweeted, "The Slater close-up. Who's coming back? I hope it's all of them, Little Mo, Lynn and Zoe."